Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line. Well, Brent, tonight we got a great front court matchup.
Yeah, this is a game, BA, I think, that has been circled on the calendar. These guys are competitive, but there are positional rivalries that do exist, and the only way you can measure up is standing across from your opponent. We've got that here tonight. Who's going to get the best of who?
Here's Young. The Pelicans getting their last shot to go. Pass to Daniels. The kick out to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. Williams grabs the board. Here's Murray. Driving inside. Kicks it out to Williamson. From the arc. Atlanta with a rebound. The three from Reza Shea. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won one NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, BA, tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
Young can't hit.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And a Kongwu with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by a Kongwu. Here's McCollum. And that one drops.
Above everything else, McCollum is a scorer first. Even when there's contact, he'll find a way to finish.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Willie Green and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and Coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson.
Lots of ways that CJ can burn you right there. Super effective on the inside.
Okongwu, high post. The three from Reza Shea. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. New Orleans in the lead. And Okongwu with the block. From behind the arc.
How about the reach from Murphy using those long arms to get to that shot?
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Well, Brent, we've seen Trey Murphy grow into a prototypical 3-and-D wing.
Well, what's been most impressive, BA, is you thought it was just his shooting. That's been better than advertised. He's also starting to show you he can rebound, run the floor, and defend a little bit. So the package is a little bit bigger than it was once thought of with Trey Murphy coming out of the NBA draft. That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Pass to Young. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Zion Williamson. Murray from outside. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
Well, Murray's got the range. It's the consistency he's looking for.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Substitution.
New Orleans leading by 3. Alvarado outside. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
There's Murphy using that length inside.
Pass to Okongwu. Now here's Johnson. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup. Johnson's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Alvarado. Pass to Jones. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That's good from Jones.
You scan around the league to look at young guys who might be pillars of teams moving forward. You know, Herb Jones can be one of those guys.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Up top, Johnson. And it's Jose Alvarado with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Daniels. Counted from distance.
3 points.
Outside Olynyk. It'll count. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter.
16. The Hawks. 15.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Pass to Alvarado. Now Young with a steal. Inside, it's Trae Young.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Second personal foul.
Brent, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
Well, B.A., he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
So good off the catch. The defense has to guard Risacher better than this.
The Hawks leading. Here's Okongwu. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is a one-of-one. His teammate C.J. McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable. Pass to Williamson. Driving in. Johnson with the defensive effort. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. 4-point game. Oh, the lethal three ball of Young.
Good up-tempo play there from Young, firing that shot off before the D could react.
Oh, they get a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
Substitution for your Pelicans. Nisi.
To halt the run. And the Pelicans miss again. Atlanta leading by 7. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That'll be a second foul of the game. And New Orleans making a change here.
Substitution for your Pelicans.
To the wing, right side. Pass to Daniels. Here's Rizachet. It's tipped. McCollum taking his time here. McCollum on the wing. And again, New Orleans no good.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
You know, Brent, C.J. McCollum is just a natural leader, a classic connector.
CJ has been amazing since day one coming into the NBA. I have no doubt that CJ, after his playing career is over with, is going to spend a lot of time either in the front office or in the league office, the way he presents himself and promotes the game. Class act.
And we've got a timeout called by Willie Green. He wants to review the game plan. There's a minute 59 left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Murray to get back on track. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Second team foul.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Hawks.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Looking at Trae Young, Brent, his team's always finished in the top 10 in offensive rating.
Yeah, for Trae, those teams he's played on have normally been in the top 5, along with playing at a top 10 pace. So when he has the ball in his hands and he's coming at you, very difficult to stop. Young's so talented, you're basically guaranteed to have a good offensive team.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
Brent, what's something you've seen from Murray's time in San Antonio to now?
Well, there's been no stoppage, BA, of the type of work that DeJounte Murray puts in. Now, he's had to learn a new system, but he's adapted to that, and he continues to play both ends of the floor to make an impact. Great concentration from DeJounte that time, just playing right through the contact.
And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. A minute 15 left to play in the second quarter. Outside Jones. McCollum right side. Here's the floater. No good. Atlanta leading by 6. Pass to Daniels. Back to Johnson. Outside Young. And the Hawks with another 3.
And you can see why this team depends on Young for a big chunk of their offensive production. This guy is a pure scorer.
McCollum on the wing. Offensive board. Tries again. 4 on the clock. Murray, no good. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Johnson. And the Hawks with another 3.
3 points.
It's just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Young. And the first half now in the books. Hawks ahead. They lead by 12. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Pelicans trail by 12. McCollum outside. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. McCollum's got 6 points.
Well, the open man's out there. You got to feed him, and Murray gets the job done.
Niang with it. He's picked up by Williamson. And Capella gets double teamed. Inside. Man. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, the Hawks are figuring it out. Coach Quinn Snyder said, growth isn't linear. We want to just keep improving. The players have bought in. They're working. They're practicing hard, hitting the film. Everybody has been absolutely coachable. I think we're learning. Guys, it's all about the journey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to take that next step. That's how it's done. Thanks, Allie. They get it back.
Oh,
yes, sir!
Wow!
Capella, if we watched him again there, he would be reading where that ball is going, and he positions himself before the ball even comes off.
And it's Willie Green calling the timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Pelicans trail by 12. Here's Williamson. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
The rebound by Atlanta. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Yeah, the physical abilities of Zion are truly next level. His build, his strength, I mean, it makes him difficult to defend and totally unique.
Second free throw, no good. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
And here's New Orleans now, following the score by Atlanta.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. And the bucket is good.
Such a good player on the in-between game, weaving behind bodies to find some space, and CJ cashes in.
One place Clint Capella really knows how to throw his weight around is on the glass, Brent.
Yeah, it's been a little while, BA, since Clint Capella has led the league in rebounding, and of course that was a little bit different offensive system, but he has the size and the instincts still to go up and get the ball off the rim or from lob passes to be effective inside.
Flushes it down to finish the break.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
McCollum's shot is off. The Hawks lead by 21. Here's LeVert. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
This is all you can do if you're the defense. LeVert is excellent at gutting his way through physical coverage.
And so Capella will bring it up for Atlanta. Niang outside. Pass to man. Off the mark there with a three. From deep. Capella with a rebound. And the Hawks with possession here. The drive by man. Outside for LeVert. To the left wing. And it's Krejci missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. There's McCollum with the three. The rebound by Mann. Pass to Capella. Sinks that one from the post.
Assisted.
Capella's got 5.
Where's the rim?